A fox lies in the snow, starving, alone. The forest is silent except for the howling wind. Her eyes are half closed, her paws are trembling. She has not eaten in 3 days. And then she hears it, the distant sound of footsteps. She lifts her head. Something inside her stirs. Not hunger, not fear. Something older, something fiercer. The will to survive. The obstacle is the way. Marcus Aurelius. She was born in a den beneath a broken tree. No father, a mother too weak to hunt. 3 siblings. Only she survived the first winter. While other foxes were guided, taught, protected, she learned alone. Every mistake was a lesson written in blood and cold. The other animals of the forest laughed at her. The wolves said she was too small. The ravens said she was too slow. The bears did not even bother to notice her. But she watched, she studied, she memorized the patterns of the forest, where the rabbits ran, where the ice cracked, where the hunters placed their traps. Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. She practiced every single day, even when she was hungry, even when she was cold, even when no one was watching, because she understood something the other animals did not. The forest does not reward the strongest, it rewards the smartest. Winter came hard that year. She had found a small territory, a hillside with good hunting, a den hidden beneath 3 oak roots. She had worked for months to build it. And then the wolves came. They didn't fight her. They didn't need to. They simply moved in, and she, with nowhere to go, was forced back into the open. She stood at the edge of the forest, looking at everything she had built, now taken from her. This is the moment most creatures give up. But she remembered something her mother had whispered to her before she was too weak to speak. The fire that burns the forest also clears the ground for new seeds. She did not sit in grief. She turned and she ran, not away from the future, but toward it. Fall 7 times, stand up 8, Japanese proverb. She discovered a valley no one had claimed. The reason? It was dangerous. A frozen river that could crack without warning. A clearing where eagles hunted, the kind of place every sensible animal avoided. She moved in, because she had something the others lacked. She was not afraid of hard places. Hard places had made her. She learned the river. She memorized which sections were safe, which were deadly. She learned the flight patterns of the eagles, their blind spots, their timing. She hunted while others slept. She rested while others hunted. She moved differently, thought differently, lived differently. Rumi wrote, "Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right-doing, there is a field. I will meet you there." She found that field, the place where the rules others followed no longer applied to her. Slowly, the valley became hers, not because she was given it, because she understood it better than anyone else alive. Spring brought hunters, not wolves, humans, with traps of steel and patience that outlasted seasons. One morning she found her path blocked by a trap she had never seen before, different from the others, cleverly hidden under leaves and snow. She stopped. She studied it for a long time, and then she walked around it. She marked it. She returned the next day and studied it again, and the day after that. She began to understand the pattern of the hunter, where he walked, when he came, how he thought. Sun Tzu wrote, "Know your enemy and know yourself, and you will not be imperiled in 100 battles." She knew both. The traps began to disappear from her path, not because the hunter stopped setting them, but because she always knew where they were before she arrived. The other animals of the forest began to notice. They came to watch her move, to see how she navigated a world full of invisible dangers with such perfect grace. She had become something new, not just a survivor, a master. She had always seen it in her mind, even as a frozen cub in the frozen den, a territory so vast that no wolf could cross in a single day, a den so deep and warm that no wind could reach it, and respect, the kind that is not demanded but given freely by those who have witnessed greatness. She began to build it, not in a season, over years. She taught herself to think beyond the next meal, beyond the next winter, beyond the next danger.
She planted the seeds of her empire in 100 small choices, the path she chose, the alliances she made, the battles she refused, the wisdom she accumulated. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. She left a trail no one had ever made before. The day it happened, she almost didn't notice. She was standing at the top of a hill at dawn, looking out over the valley that had once terrified every creature in the forest, the frozen river, the eagles' clearing, the dark northern woods that no animal dared enter. And she realized all of it was hers, not because she had conquered it, because she had understood it. The wolves who had taken her first territory, they had scattered long ago, looking for easier ground. The ravens who had mocked her, they now followed her hunting trails, grateful for the scraps she left behind. The hunters, they had moved on to forests where the prey was more predictable. She had outlasted them all, not through strength, through wisdom, through patience, through the unshakable belief, even in the darkest, coldest nights, that she was exactly where she was supposed to be. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche. She had always known her why. She sits now on the highest rock in the valley. The sun is setting, the snow catches the light and turns the whole world gold. Below her, 3 fox cubs, her own, are learning to hunt, stumbling, falling, trying again. She watches them with calm eyes. She does not feel pride in the way the powerful feel pride. She feels something quieter and deeper: gratitude. Gratitude for the cold that taught her endurance. Gratitude for the wolves that taught her strategy. Gratitude for the hunger that taught her purpose. Gratitude for every fall, every failure, every dark winter night when she could have stopped but didn't. Because she understands now what luck really is. Luck is not something that falls from the sky. Luck is the name others give to the work you did when no one was watching. Seneca said it best: luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. She had prepared every single day for years, and when opportunity came, she was ready. You are the fox. Right now, you may be lying in the snow, cold, alone, unsure if you have anything left. You may have lost your territory. You may have been mocked by wolves. You may be standing at the edge of the forest with nothing but the will in your chest. But listen, that will, that small, stubborn, undefeated thing inside you, that is your luck. The universe does not reward those who wait for fortune to arrive. It rewards those who study, who adapt, who rise after every fall, who move forward even when the path is invisible. Every great human being who ever lived, every artist, every leader, every thinker, every warrior, they all had a moment where they lay in the snow. And every single one of them made the same choice. They lifted their head, they stood up, they ran. The 2 most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Mark Twain. You were born. Now, find your why and run toward it like your life depends on it, because it does. You are the fox. This is your luck. Now go and claim it.